Okay, let's unpack this. If you are a fan of high-octane action, body horror, and characters who are perpetually one bad decision away from complete annihilation, then the news that just dropped is pretty much everything you've been waiting for. A major announcement out of Jump Festa 2026 has confirmed the next massive, chaotic, and I think we can all agree highly anticipated step for Denji's journey.
We are talking, of course, about Chainsaw Man, and the excitement is absolutely justified. And this deep dive is really our shortcut for you to help you understand why this news is so monumental. We're synthesizing the Jump Festa revelations, connecting the franchise's, critically acclaimed origins to the newly revealed Assassin's Arc, and maybe most importantly, looking at the consistent, high-level creative talent that makes its success feel, well, frankly, predictable.
That's our mission, right? To give you that informed perspective. We're trying to move past just the rumor mill and actually analyze the creative precedent here. The core promise coming out of Jump Fest is that the unique madness of this universe is set to be taken to genuinely new heights. Right. We're focusing squarely on that Assassin's Arc reveal, but to really appreciate its weight, I feel like we have to acknowledge the foundation it's built on.
Exactly, yeah. For anyone just jumping into the devil hunting world, the animated saga kicked off back in 2022. It was Studio MPA, a powerhouse synonymous with meticulous, high-quality animation that delivered that first television anime season. I think it ran from October to December. And it just captivated audiences globally because it refused to pull any punches, either visually or, emotionally.
And here's where it gets really interesting for me. The series immediately plunges us into this dark, debt-ridden world through the eyes of our protagonist, Denji. His life consisted of just endless struggle and, let's be honest, pitifully small dreams. He was trapped, hunting devils just to chip away at a massive debt from his father.
His whole life was defined by desperation. And the key component, the absolute core of his existence, is his companion, the chainsaw devil, Pochita. And the sources tell us, right away, Denji experiences this truly shocking betrayal that leads to his demise. It's a gut-wrenching moment that immediately tells you no one is safe in this universe.
Which makes the resurrection so impactful.
Right.
That desperate deal with Pochita brings Denji back, merging his humanity with the destructive power of the Chainsaw Devil. But it's never just about the flashy action. If it were, it would have faded pretty quickly. The series became a must-watch, and it's all there on Crunchyroll because of that emotional core.
It's successfully navigated some deeply profound emotional territory. While the surface level is certainly, survival in a monstrous world, the enduring themes are the fight against deception, the genuine, painful search for companionship, and this existential struggle towards self-determination. Denji isn't just fighting monsters. He's fighting to afford toast and jam.
Yeah.
He's fighting to understand if the human part of him even matters anymore.
He's fighting for normalcy in a world that is just inherently abnormal. And that struggle, that raw internal vulnerability, is what made the first season stick. And it's what now brings us directly to the installment that really cemented the quality bar for this whole thing. The Reze Arc movie, which recently hit theaters.
The Reze Arc is such a critical bridge, not just narratively, but psychologically for Denji. For you, the learner, looking for that kind of insider knowledge, you have to understand the stakes of that arc. Denji is confronted by the bomb devil, Reze, who represents his ultimate vulnerability.
That desire for genuine human connection, for romance even.
Exactly. Yeah. And it proved that this franchise can translate its manga complexity to the big screen with just spectacular visual and narrative fidelity.
And the success of that cinematic bridge means we can actually project the quality of the upcoming arc. This is the moment to go from a casual fan to a really informed observer, because if you understand the caliber of the talent the franchise consistently attracts, you'll get it. This is the list of names that basically tells you, yes, the Assassin's Arc will deliver.
What's fascinating here is the synergy among these creative minds. Let's start with the director of the Reze Arc, Tatsuya Yoshihara, assisted by Masato Nakazono. Yoshihara is, he's renowned in the anime community for directing Black Clover.
Oh, yeah.
Which is known specifically for its relentlessly frenetic pacing and, fluid, high-speed visual spectacles.
Right, and that frenetic style is just a perfect fit for Chainsaw Man. The devil fights aren't usually clean, structured duels. They are chaotic, visceral bursts of movement and destruction. Yoshihara's direction ensures that energy never, ever flags. It makes the action feel truly unpredictable and manic, not just meticulously drawn.
So if Yoshihara brings that visual dynamism, then the narrative control rests with the screenwriter, Hiroshi Seiko.
Yeah.
He crafted the screenplay, and this is perhaps the single most important technical detail here. Seiko is renowned for weaving gripping, complex narratives while maintaining character focus. I mean, just think about his work on other huge franchises.
And that choice is the key insight into the series' success. Some critics might argue that focusing too much on Denji's internal journey risks sacrificing the horror or turning into melodrama.
Right.
But Seiko understands that the only way to ground this unrelenting gore and chaos is through Denji's heartbreakingly simple desire for a normal life. His writing makes Denji's external fight a mirror for his internal emptiness.
Precisely. In a story that thrives on shocking twists and, well, narrative deception, you need a screenwriter with Seiko's ability to manage that storytelling bomb. He ensures that even when the plot is at its most complex, we never lose sight of Denji the person.
But the feeling, the aesthetic of the world, that's just as crucial as the pacing and the script. And you have to look at the character designs by Kazutaka Sugiyama. Sugiyama's work is essential because Denji's visual identity, that blend of the mundane, debt-ridden boy with the mechanical, blood-soaked devil, that's the entire foundation of his emotional journey.
And that dark aesthetic is perfectly amplified by the score. The atmospheric music for the Reze Arc came from Kensei Ushio. His work is often minimalist, heavily industrial and electronic, which just perfectly complements Sugiyama's dark designs and the visceral body horror. The score doesn't just cue emotion, it creates tension. It underpins the oppressive, unhinged mood of the entire devil-hunting universe.
It's a cohesive, creative powerhouse. The quality of the directing, the tight narrative control, the striking designs, the atmospheric music, it all confirms a consistent commitment to excellence that goes way beyond just adapting the manga. It's an interpretation that elevates the source material. Knowing those names, Yoshihara, Seiko, Sugiyama, Ushio, that gives you a solid yardstick for the quality we can confidently expect from the Assassin's Arc.
And that yardstick is so important because it brings us finally to the main event, the unveiling at Jump Festa 2026. The atmosphere surrounding that teaser trailer and the first visuals, it must have been electric, just fans realizing the saga is moving forward with that same elevated standard.
It was electric, certainly, but for you, the informed listener, we have to manage expectations here. While the excitement is palpable, the sources were very clear on what's still hidden. We are still missing certain crucial logistics. Like, we don't have a precise release date, nor specific crew confirmations for the Assassin's Arc just yet.
That's right. We know what is coming, but not exactly when or who is making it. Although the precedent set by the Reze Arc and the franchise's history, it strongly suggests the return of top-tier talent. But even without those specific logistics, the teaser trailer and the initial visuals have provided more than enough detail to fuel the necessary and relentless fan speculation.
And that speculation isn't just guesswork, right? It's based on the thematic direction that's confirmed by the teasers. We know Denji will be facing new threats, formidable foes. And given the title, we can expect opponents designed specifically to exploit his vulnerabilities and destroy the Chainsaw Man. This arc isn't going to be some quick adventure. It promises constant, difficult conflict.
The biggest challenge revealed by the teasers, though, is internal. Denji is going to continue grappling with his existential struggle. The central tension in his life is always this question. Is he Denji, the human who just wants a normal life? Or is he the chainsaw devil, destined only for destruction? The announcement suggests this internal crisis is only getting deeper.
And if the first season taught us that people can be just as dangerous as devils,
Absolutely.
then the narrative will undoubtedly continue to feature a world rife with deep political deception and personal treachery. This series is brutally honest about the danger of the human world.
That thread of deception is absolutely intrinsic to the Chainsaw Man universe. In terms of fan speculation, the source material points towards significant narrative deepening. A lot of theories suggest we might see arcs that explore Denji's complicated past, particularly his relationship dynamics, which is crucial since his ability to trust is so profoundly damaged.
Right, and then beyond the personal challenges, there's the wider, terrifying cosmology of the devil world itself. It's always shrouded in mystery, which allows for endless terror.
Yes. Fan theories also touch on the possibility of this arc, revealing more about the enigmatic higher-level devils that inhabit his world. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this Assassin's Arc promises to maintain the series' knack for relentless, unpredictable chaos, that visceral action that keeps us hooked, while deepening the core exploration of who Denji is and what he truly represents in the grand scheme of things.
The story is driven by mayhem, but the steering wheel is Denji's character development, and that careful balance ensures every punch, every betrayal, every shocking reveal lands with profound emotional weight rather than just being a spectacle of gore.
It guarantees that Denji's internal struggles, his fight for self-determination, his desire for genuine affection, will be just as brutal, if not more so, than his external fights with literal assassins and monsters. The announcement really sets the stage for a continuation that honors the narrative and technical complexity established by the incredible talent before it.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you, the learner, who just wanted the comprehensive download? Let's try to synthesize the key takeaways. First, the Assassin's Arc is definitively confirmed. It's following the incredible success and high quality established by that MAPPA-led initial run in 2022, and, of course, the cinematic victory of the Reze Arc.
Second, the involvement of high-impact creative talent names like Yoshihara, Seiko, Sugiyama, and Ushio, it just raises our expectations dramatically. We now understand why those specific individuals were chosen and how their unique technical styles perfectly capture that manic, visceral, yet emotionally grounded tone of the series.
And third, even without a specific release date, we know the next chapter will feature Denji's toughest fight yet. It's going to be external, against formidable foes designed to destroy him, and internal, as he faces the consequences of his power and continues his painful struggle for a simple, honest life.
The enduring appeal of the series lies right there, in that constant, often shocking mix of horror, high-stakes action, and deep character development. It's all centered squarely on Denji's fight against a world that seems determined to either use him or betray him.
Exactly. And that leaves us with one final, provocative thought for you to mull over. Given the extreme external threats and the ongoing internal reckoning facing Denji in the Assassin's Arc, especially when we consider that his identity began with a desperate deal with Pochita, this raises a pretty important question.
How much of Denji's humanity, which he guards so fiercely through his simple dreams, will survive intact? Or will it be irrevocably changed and revealed by the time he finishes navigating the existential chaos of the Assassin's Arc?
Will he emerge more human, more devil, or simply more broken by the unrelenting demands of his destiny? Keep your engines revved and your chainsaws ready, folks. This is going to be a monumental arc.